Right now, I turned on and was doing vocal warm-ups before scrolling over and seeing the dreaded person is live screen. And on that screen right now is a live stream featuring good old, you know him, you dislike him, or you like him, or whatever, of SmashJT. Now Ubisoft wants me gone. He has been live from the scroll back of the recording for at least 4 hours. Right now, this stream is visible, and it is the most recent stream compared to the 2 months ago stream that existed of the thoughts that he did not take down of, I guess, his solo work looking over Gerard of The Completionist. I am going to make a bet. The time right now, at the time of this recording, is 3:34 a.m. I am going to bet that Jeff Tarzi is going to private this stream, or is going to put it under members only. So whatever the fuck he is complaining about, considering that this is in connection to his cease and desist that he received from Ubisoft, from repeating talking points that he shouldn't have repeated, from sources he didn't vet, and work that he has yet to do with covering video games, that it's going to be gone by the time I look back at this, should I pass out from doing the reviews that I'm currently recording in batches between 6 a.m. and noon on this Wednesday. It is a serious concern to me, serious in the sense of it is really annoying that somebody like this can call themselves a journalist, do none of the journalistic effort, none of the journalistic work, and then put this much content behind a members-only wall, though also making what effectively can be understood as drama-seeking content, that he isn't proud of what he makes, or believes that he can hide it behind a paywall, when the culture of what he is getting involved in is all about forthcoming expressivity. On the timeline, I am looking at the communications that I had with one McDizzle at the same time that another mutual by the name of Cassie, who I've mentioned multiple times, called Cassie Cage, is having with him at the same time, expressing that literally he needs to do the job of coming forth and saying the exact shit that he claims he's going to say, as can be said here, on his work and material. I do not know for the life of me why this has gone on this long, but quite simply, and I'm gonna be so fucking for real when I say this, y'all niggas need to be fucking dead ass. Get shit or get off the pot. Create or die. Create or shut up. Because prognosticating about how people are trying to stop you from creating, and fear-mongering, reading through posts and things, looking for people to support, going through your hate posts on Twitter, when we're trying to have the conversations that you're not having, the forthcoming language that you're not coming forth with. I'm on the wrong screen for this. The forthcoming language that you're not coming forth with. We're tired of talking about it. At least I'm tired of talking about it, because shit's boring at this point. Nothing's gonna change, nothing is changing, nothing will change, because Jeff doesn't want to change. I know for a fact that he's already impressed upon this, right? And as you can see here, as I'm clicking through this, this is the majority of what you can come to expect on these streams. Quite frankly, literally. If this is what is behind these paywalls, when you have these videos, is you cursively looking through comments that you are curating to put on air, assuming that you didn't prepare any of this beforehand. And it's you effectively playing to an audience of both your moderators, because the moderator chat is here, the top chat is here, and the live chat is here. It is full of members, on your favor, zeitgeist members, and for lack of a better word, paying customers and or simps and or hanger-ons or coattail hangers, whatever the fuck you want to call them, that are not just legitimate, I like his reporting, I like his style supporters. If this is what you're doing, you're putting articles on screen, you're reading them, you're salt posting on Twitter, and when you say, but I do work, I do look through things, I do look on the podcast, because this is something that repeats in his work. This is something that was on that long stream that I put in a video on reactions like this, because this is going on YouTube, where he is saying, people are not giving me credit, I am looking onto things, but it's hidden behind the paywall, the videos that you're supposedly working on. This is not enough. The reason why people keep saying this to you and about you and your work is that you keep doing the thing where you don't address people directly. You hide behind drums. You hide behind certain other people in your audience or certain mutuals so that you don't have to take questions and be confronted by people like me. And even when you are pressed by Cassie on Hypnotic Stream, live on air, you commit to not doing the job and work. And then, while still looking through salt reactions and then reading through donors that you're getting on air, you're just tacitly looking through official Xbox podcast content, and you're not able to just produce that content into a presentable stream. You're just simply more or less watching videos. If this is what you're telling people that you're doing, and you're calling yourself a journalist, then I don't know how anyone helps you, bro. Legitimately, I do not know how anyone helps you. As serious as I could criticize a person, I don't say this to shit snipe. That's a lie. That's a half lie. I don't do this to shit snipe specifically to try and tear down a stream, to try and build myself up, or to tear down a content creator, to build myself up. I don't do this shit to go out of my way to try and destroy someone. I don't do this shit to try to antagonize people. I don't do this shit to get fucking clicks or views or updates for fucking pushing somebody's shit in to get recognized on Twitter for it. I'm saying this because I believe the shit. Because I've consumed and I've witnessed and I have watched and I have studied and I have criticized off air, on air, in conversation, and had talks about the shit. About what SmashJT does with his work. We do not need to have streams and we do not need to have videos that pass themselves off as reviews and news reporting that amounts to dead naming and mocking the gender status of a supposed transgender person and then deliberately showing on air what they used to look like before their feminization surgery. We don't need a person who's going to play the Martin Bailey strategy of calling himself a news journalist, but then he falls back on being a video game hobbyist when he gets criticized, that just wants to rake in money and not actually do any serious work whatsoever. And then, when he claims that he does do that work that he is never actually doing on any of the videos that he could post, that he cross-posts to his website, that he is actually able to produce that work and then show those VODs and not put them behind a paywall, where he is explicitly saying, oh, you want to be able to confirm it? You have to give me money, because that's some bullfuckery that we already know how to respond to. It could be me. It could be Cassie. It could be Hypnotic. It could be Jay Longbone. It could be the entirety of EFAP. It could just be Mahler, Fringy, and Rags. Someone is going to come up on you. Someone's going to dig in your ass. Pause. Someone's going to dig in your ass. And they're going to get tired of hearing and seeing the excuses. They're going to get tired of hearing and seeing the drama. Because you are not doing the work. I've already shown multiple times you ain't playing the fucking video games that you're trying to write news stories and reports on, which is very interesting. Because if I can be able to find a service like Daredrop and use a service like Daredrop, not just to produce it to make content, but also being able to get keys to play Avowed, you have more money than I do. You can spend 10K on what effectively amounts to a social media shed, but you can't seem to play Avowed, but you're making news reports on it. You have all the time in the world to look through memes and basically click through shit on air. And I guess you could say that it's hanging out. I ain't gonna fault you for that. We all have those streams. We all do those streams. I'd be a hypocrite to say so. But literally, read chat, watch through video, Jinxie style reaction in the bottom left corner. But this is journalist, right? We have to do better. It is literally in our job to do better. It is literally in our job to do better. Something's got to change, sir. Something has got to change. We'll see what happens when that time comes. If the video is private, I'm going to make another follow-up. But it is what it is. That was a nice break. Had to get that out. Now back to recording. I hope the VOD and the sound on that is okay. I'm trying out a new microphone position. Thanks again to Reginald of the Art Life community for sending the mic. I appreciate it very much. It is going to get a lot of healthy and hearty use in the next few days. I can promise you that.